Welcome to another video. So now in this video what we'll be looking at is the CA Inter certified copy of corporate and other laws, which is the paper 2 of CA Inter. Now before I show you the certified copy, I have listed down or summarized some of the key takeaways from this entire certified copy. First I'll tell you those, and then I'll show you the proof, the evidence in this paper, on what basis I came to that conclusion. So one thing is that there is no need of facts or uh, in the answer. That means that in the answers that require case study, that are case study based, only provision and conclusion is suffice. There is no need of any kind of facts. And now I'll try to prove you. I'll show you an answer here. Answer number 5. Yeah, so answer 5B. So you can see here that in 5B there was 1, 2, there was further subdivision. 5B was of 4 marks and 5B1 presuming it was of 2 marks. So out of 2 marks you can see here that the examiner has given 1 marks entirely, but for first step he has given 1 and then second step he has given 0. So you can see that why, because he has put a cross in front of the conclusion. That means out of the 2 marks, 1 mark was for conclusion, 1 mark was for provision. So I have got 0 for the conclusion, but I have got 1 mark, that is for this provision, which is as it is of ICI. So if my provision is right, I get it right. In the second part was again of 2 marks, and this was not of a case study, it was a theory question. So you can see here in theory, out of 2 marks I got 1, because I think here the examiner didn't want to give full marks or anything, so hence I got 1 out of 2. So the next thing which we have to see is that the next thing which you can see here is I'm talking about the format. Like I had drawn this a separate line here to distinguish that this is the main answer and this is the heading which I am giving provision, facts. So I would advise you against going for this format and writing it normally, like provision, and below only you start writing whatever the thing you want to. And again, another thing is that there is too much of number of words that I have tried to compress in this limited space. So instead of that, what I could have done is that I could have left space. I could have left space after so more frequently. So that would have made it easier to comprehend for the examiner. So this was the second question. So here the examiner wanted the entire process of reduction of capital, but what I have written in the provision, I have only written about the resolution, but there is further process also. So you can see that although I have written section correct, it's not that the examiner had seen just this section and given me full marks. In fact, he has deducted marks for this question. So the provision that you write, it should be, you should even write in excess, in, because this was a theory question, this is not a case study question. So in theory question, as much as uh, closest you can go to the ICI module answer, you should try to do that. So I'll conclude what are the main things, that there is no need to write facts, and what you have to write is just the provision as per ICI strictly, and the conclusion should be very crisp. If the answer that is asked is just valid or invalid, then it should be very prominent, and uh, there is no need compulsion of writing sections. You do not get any extra marks, neither they get deducted. So do not get focus too much on section, focus on the provision. It should be in the same language as ICI. Your answer should be spacious, leave lines very liberally within your answers, and you should be good to go. So this was the review of the CA Inter corporate law paper. do comment below as to what other subjects you want to see for CA Inter or CA Foundation. And if you have not subscribed the channel yet, please subscribe the channel, like it, and also share with all your friends. Thank you.